Hey, it's Mindy with Astrology by Love, here today for Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising's horoscope for the months of September and October. So we are going over the lunar cycle starting at the new moon eclipse in Virgo on September 21st, going until the new moon in Libra on October 21st. So going on in the background this month, we have three outer planets within a degree of each other that don't actually contact, but they are kind of stirring things up in the background. So we have Uranus in Gemini, we've got Neptune in Aries, which is sextile Uranus, and then Neptune is also sextile Pluto, which is in Aquarius. So this is bringing about unusual communication, surprise messages. This is sensitivity and delusion in the leadership. This is also revolution and control with the masses. And all this energy is working together. We're having a bit of a revolution, and this is going on in the background of this lunar cycle. And I just wanted to bring it up. There's not any exact contacts, but they're all retrograde, they're all within a degree of each other, and this is going on the entire month. So thank you for watching, Capricorn. Please like and subscribe. Feel free to share this video with anyone you know who may want to live their life more in line with the rhythms and in sync with this universe. So we'll go ahead, jump in, and get started. So on September 21st, we have the new moon eclipse at 29 degrees of Virgo. So this new start is happening in your 9th house. This is your calling. This is foreign lands, foreign cultures. Think long-term, long distances every time you think of the 9th house. And so this new start is something you wanted to do a month ago, and it got frustrated. And so there's a little bit of a forceful energy with this new start. I don't know if this is a new class towards your learning goals, if you're setting up a trip, if there's a foreign community you're wanting to be a part of. But Saturn is in your 3rd house, and it is causing some blockages and frustrations to this new start. But we are pushing through, and it is going to start no matter what. So that energy of determination is there. We're going to be feeling this energy about a week beforehand to about a week afterwards. So just be aware, this is a potent new moon because it is a new moon eclipse. Then on September 22nd, the sun moves into Libra. So Libra rules your 10th house. This is your career. This is your legacy. This is how you're seen in the business world. Shortly after the sun moves into Libra, it opposes Neptune, which is in Aries, in your 4th house, family and upbringing. There's been some confusion in your home life lately. You've not quite seen things clearly. Maybe there's some new spiritual practices in the home or an artistic talent, music that you've been playing. But the sun moving into your 10th house of career is triggering this confusion, this delusion, this meditation, whatever it is you're doing in your home life. It is a fast-moving energy. Also on the 22nd, Mars moves into Scorpio. This is your 11th house, Capricorn. So the 11th house is your chosen friends. These are the people you have to make an effort to hang out with them. You are going to be super motivated to hang out with them. You may have some competitions with them. You may want to play sports, go for a walk, use some energy up. There may be a little bit of bickering. Mars is going to be there for 2 months. So definitely hang out with your friends. Be active with your friends when you can, and that's going to be the best use of this energy. Then on the 23rd, the sun continues its course, and it trines Uranus and trines Pluto. So this is very much the energy of men being surprising and controlling at the same time. This is surprise communication. This is a bit of a revolution, changing things up for the better. These energies are working together. This is a little bit of a dramatic day. This is the 23rd of September, and these energies are playing out in your work and money houses. So this may have to do with a boss or with men you work with, but it will be an interesting day. Then on September 24th, Mars, newly in that 11th house of chosen friends, squares Pluto. That's in your second house. So the second house is your finances, your resources, something about being motivated to hang out with your friends. That competition with your friends is causing you to rethink, to purge, to get to the bottom of some things in your financial world. So this is a faster moving energy. It can be a little bit demeaning. Maybe some friends make a comment. Maybe this bickering back and forth is them saying, yeah, well, my finances, and you've got to go home and dig deep and be like, oh my gosh, how can I improve my money? You're going to be feeling this energy about a day or two beforehand, a day or two afterwards, but it comes exact on September 24th. Then we have a full week before there is any planetary contact again. So on October 1st, Mercury squares Jupiter. Mercury is in your 10th house. This is your legacy. This is your work life. You have had work on the brain. You have been talking about work, thinking about work, and this square to Jupiter in the 7th house, you're probably wearing your partner's ears out, talking about work. So this is optimistic thinking, unrealistic optimistic thinking. Jupiter is in your 7th house. This is your lover, your long-term partners, your spouse. Jupiter there blesses them, and in turn, they bless you. This is very much an optimistic energy, and with a square to Mercury, the glass is definitely half full, if not overflowing, even though there's only like 2 drops in it. So this is a very optimistic, almost to our detriment type of energy. That is on October 1st. Then we have another few days with no planetary contact. On October 6th, Mercury moves into Scorpio. So Scorpio is that 11th house. These are the chosen friends. So when Mercury's there, communication with friends is easier. Going on short trips, thinking about your friends, communicating with them, these are all things that become easier and heightened with Mercury and Scorpio. So Mercury's going to be there for the next few weeks, so definitely lean into conversations with your friends. Reach out more often, Capricorn. That's what the universe is having you do right now. So whenever your friends come to mind, just pick up that phone and reach out. Then on October 7th, we've got the full moon in Aries. So this is your 4th house. This is your upbringing, your roots. This is your family, your home. And the universe is putting its spotlight on your family life. So there is going to be a little bit of tension that day between your work life and your family life. What's going on in the home is probably going to win out. Also on the 7th, during this full moon, Mercury squares Pluto. So Pluto's in that 2nd house of finances again. Mercury is in that 11th house of chosen friends. There's some kind of conversation with your friends that's a little bit controlling. It's causing you to dig deep in your finances and be obsessive and detailed with your resources and what's going on with your money. That energy is there on October 7th. Thankfully, on October 8th, Venus sextiles Jupiter. So Venus is still in that 9th house. This is the long-term goals, long-term travel, learning foreign cultures. And Venus makes a beautiful connection to Jupiter in your 7th house. So this is a wonderful time to spend the evening with your spouse, your lover, your business partners. Enjoy them, go to a foreign restaurant, talk to them about your goals, what you're wanting to do. This would be an excellent energy to go on a short trip under. This is a faster moving energy, but it's a beautiful night. Definitely go out and enjoy yourself on October 8th with your partner. Then Venus continues her journey in the sky, and on October 11th, she opposes Saturn. So Venus is in that ninth house, and Saturn has recently gone back into your third house. So this is your siblings, your community that you don't choose, cousins, neighbors. And these cousins, neighbors, siblings have just felt burdensome lately. Like you're restricted because of them. They've got all sorts of rules you don't like. They've got schedules that don't line up. And so Venus in that house of your calling, your destiny, what you're trying to master in this life, is opposing these burdensome rules. So it's going to be a little bit of a frustrating energy that day. That's on October 11th. Fortunately, this is a fast-moving energy. Just be aware of that, Capricorn. Then on October 13th, Venus moves into Libra. So this is your 10th house. This is career. So with Venus in your 10th house, you are going to be looking good. This is an excellent time to take work photos. So you're just going to be at the right angle. You're going to look professional. You're going to look like you make money. Venus in your 10th house makes it easy to look good at work. It kind of smooths over any mistakes that get made. Also on the 13th, as soon as Venus moves into Libra, she opposes Neptune, which is in that 4th house. So Neptune in your 4th house has brought a level of spiritual sensitivity into your home. This is music, art. You may not be seeing things clearly. Sometimes this can manifest as drinking and a lot of alcohol in the family and home life. This too is a fast-moving energy, and it is there on October 13th. Then on the 14th, Venus continues traveling, and she makes a trine to Uranus and a trine to Pluto. So once again, this is lighting up your work houses and your financial houses. Venus, the planet of money, love, fun, is triggering the planet of chaos, surprise communications, and Pluto, which is causing a revolution in your finances. This is all playing together. It's working together well. Everyone's nice in the sandbox. This is lending itself to a little bit of drama on that day, and that is October 14th. Then on October 16th, the Sun, which is still going through that 10th house of career and legacy, makes a square to Jupiter in your 7th house. So that 7th house is the spouse, long-term partnerships, contractual partnerships. And when the Sun is square Jupiter, this is very much an ego boost. This is arrogance. This is pride. Yes, it feels good, but it doesn't necessarily look good. This may be you bragging to your spouse, or hopefully not, but maybe telling your spouse, hey, I'm better than you, or I've accomplished this and you haven't. Just try to stay humble that day. That energy is there though, and that's how it's affecting you, and that is going to be October 16th. Then on October 19th, Mercury and Mars come together in the sky. We call this a conjunction. And so when Mercury and Mars conjunct, this is very much fast thinking, fast words. This is aggressive words, aggressive thinking. This is taking place in that 11th house of friendships. So this may trigger some arguments between you and your friends. You may be critical. You may be harsh with what you say. Fortunately, this is a quick moving energy. We're going to be feeling it mainly on the 19th. And then it moves on, but just be careful when you're having conversations that day. Keep that in mind, that you don't want to go off and be triggered and say things that you will later regret, Capricorn. Then on October 21st, it's the end of the lunar cycle and the beginning of a new one. So we are having the new moon in Libra, and this is a beautiful new moon. So it is soft, gentle, positive. We are going to enjoy this new moon. Libra rules that 10th house of career. So there's going to be some sort of shift at work, some sort of new start that will be pleasant, that you will enjoy. So I'm really looking forward to this new moon. And so that is the end of the lunar cycle horoscope. As a bonus, on the next day, the 22nd, Neptune moves back into Pisces. So Pisces is that third house. This is your community you don't choose, siblings, cousins, neighbors. So there's going to be a little bit of a softness. You may or may not feel this shift. Neptune can be mysterious, but that is what is going on in your world during this time. So I appreciate you hanging out with me, Capricorn. Please like and subscribe. I've got a link down below for my free newsletter and also to schedule a reading. If you would like a reading, or if you would like to buy a friend or family member a reading so that they can go deep and understand their inner workings, they would appreciate that. And those links are down below. So I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. See you, Capricorn.